Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, Andrew Illy, and this is the Ball of Truth, episode 55. We are live, man. And I just got home from Marvel Stadium probably about an hour or two ago. I can't even remember now. Where the final score was Carlton 14-14. 98. 14-14, 98. Lost to the Crows by 2 points. Adelaide 16-100. And that is what happens, man, when you don't take your chances. Simple as that. I'm fucking fuming, man. I'm very upset, pissed off, because I know we should have won that game. But we've only got ourselves to blame, man. You can't keep missing and turning the ball over, and especially in the last quarter, man. We'll get into it. As pissed off as I was, I'm actually pretty relieved, man. Thanks, Bev. Bev in the chat. Seems I'm here alone, but I'm here for you. Thank you. I know you feel my pain, but it's all good. There was one positive out of tonight, actually. There was one big positive, and that was Sam Walsh, his return to the club. And I'm just going to read you guys his stats for tonight. He was the number one ranked player on the field. Now I'm going to go into this positive mood before we get into the negatives. Sam Walsh, 34 disposals, 73.5 efficiency, 15 of those contested, 4 intercepts, 12 ground ball gets, 2 forward 50s, 8 clearances, 9 score involvements, 3 score launches, 13 tackles. 13 tackles from Sammy Walsh. Unbelievable. 29 pressure acts, 2 marks, 11 inside 50s, rebound 50s, 611 meters gained. Sam Walsh, welcome back. It's a shame that we couldn't get the 4 points for him. But that's what happens, man. Like I said, it's what happens when you don't take your chances. I'm not going to review quarter by quarter like I usually do. I will either tomorrow or Monday when I go back and watch this thing. But man, there's a few moments in that last quarter where it's just like, what the fuck moments. Tearing my hair out at the game. We had it coming, man. It hurts though, because it's Adelaide and we should have won. But we had it coming. We haven't been performing great lately, but I think we were doing enough, man. We were doing enough in this game. We had a 16-point lead, and I don't know how long was left at that stage, but at that period when we were up by 16 points in the last quarter, we were all over at Adelaide. They didn't even look like getting a score until one moment happened. And you guys know what I'm about to say, because I reckon you felt exactly how I felt during this. And it was when I think it was Isaac Rankin kicked it very high up in the air, and it was a 2-on-1. It was Kemp and Zach Williams, and I think Taylor Walker was around this one. And Kemp's gone to mark it right on the line, has dropped the mark. Somehow the ball has stayed in. 2-on-1. Adelaide kick it forward, kick a goal, back to 10 points. Momentum, boom, switched. And at that moment, I thought to myself, it already wasn't feeling like our day, even though we were up. And when that happened, I'm like, we're not going to win this game. And I know a lot of people in that stadium felt that too. Because we were playing pretty average, man. All game, it was a bloody seesaw. We couldn't get on one of our runs, couldn't get 10 minutes of momentum apart from a little stretch in that last quarter. And credit to Adelaide, man. Credit to Adelaide. They hung in there and they kept answering back. Every time we would kick a goal, bang, Adelaide will win that centre clearance, go up the other end and score a goal. There was a few things, man. A few things in that last quarter which very baffling. There was the moment where Harry dropped the mark and always ran on, could have kept running and kicked the goal, and then would have been game over. Ben Keys on the other end turns into God mode. Unreal stuff there. Rankin, Tex Walker. And Tex Walker, sorry to say. I know, Bev. Yep, it was one of those games. Tex Walker, sorry to say, and I love Wieders. I love Jacob Wiedering. But Tex Walker, my God, ripped him a new one tonight. I don't know what happened to Jacob tonight. Looked very lost. At the game, every time Adelaide would kick it forward, Jacob Wiedering looked like he was way too far away from Tex Walker. And when the ball spills over the top, Tex is always there and he's dangerous as he's strong. Wiedering could never get back. And I don't know how the coaching staff, Voss and all the assistant coaches, did not see this happening because it was happening every single quarter. Every quarter, the ball would go over the top. And once Adelaide get past our line, which we were way too high to begin with, and Wiedering was one of them, once they get behind, they are so quick. And bang, they would kick a goal pretty much every single time. They only scored 4 behinds tonight. And I think maybe one of them was rushed. That is incredible. 16-4-100. They were clinical. They were clean. They were hungry. I tweeted out before the game. They were fucking hungry as because they hadn't won this year. And they're our bogey side. Now they are. They are what we are to Fremantle. Seriously. They are. They're our bogey side. And that's it. We're just going to have to break this cycle and beat them. I don't know if we're playing them again this year, but man, they got the wood over us. But like I said, man, we gifted this win to them on a silver platter. It was just, we did everything we could to lose the game. And when I review the game properly, I'm going to point out the moments, like I've pointed out a few already, as to why we lost. But one of the main things that was really annoying me all game was how quick their transition was and how easily they got behind us and how easily uncontested they would mark inside our forward 50, our defensive 50. It was crazy. Just an absolute gift. Always just run in and kick it, bro. That's all you had to do. You did everything right. And I don't know what happened, man. This thing didn't even make the distance. A lot of negatives about this one, injuries-wise as well. We lost Chera before the game. Pitternet came in, who didn't really do it for me. I don't think TDK did it for me tonight either. TDK took 1 mark. He shits me because he's always there, always gets his hands on it in a marking contest, but drops it. Kind of like goes through, but just fucking grab it, man. Come on. I don't think those boys were up for it tonight. A lot of people in our side, a lot of players weren't at their best. I thought Gov had a few bad turnovers. His kicking wasn't there. Our defense tonight had good moments, had bad moments. The Wiedering one really bothered me, and I thought maybe that was a catalyst for Adelaide tonight, getting some cheap, easy goals out the back. A few players went missing. Even though the clearances were even, or I think we ended up in front on the clearances, I feel like when Adelaide would win a centre clearance, they were way, way more effective than ours. And it was frustrating, man, because we just couldn't get that final goal to seal the game. One of the good things that will come out of this, and I mentioned I was relieved. I was relieved after this game that we lost because we needed it. And I think that now is the true time we can fight. Because I think we became a little bit complacent. And yes, hands on the footy first. That was a big one. Yeah, we needed this. We needed this loss. I just wish it came next week against a good quality opponent. Not that Adelaide, not taking anything away from them, but we should have won. Let's be real. They haven't won this season. Oh, it hurts, man. It hurts. But like I said, the injuries were one of the downfalls. Sard, hamstring. McGovern, hamstring. Chera, hamstring. We've already got Fogarty, who broke his wrist in that 5 challenge last week. Jack Martin gets injured during an injury. What's new? Jesse Motlop, setback for him. He's out for another couple of weeks. Marchbank got concussed. I don't know if he's going to be back. This is going to really, really test us, man, over the next few weeks, especially against quality opposition like Giants next week. Got a lot of key plays missing, but we've always said next man in. So let's see who lifts. Let's see what we're really made of. Because yes, we were 4-0 before this, and that's cool. We'll take 4-1 anytime of the season. If you said it before the season, if we're 4-1 after 5 games, you'll take it. But the fact that we're 4-0 and we played Adelaide, fuck! Shit! It hurts, man. It hurts. Yes, injuries will set us back a little bit, but this is the best opportunity for some young guys to come into this side. Let's go. Next man in. Who's going to lift? And Giants next week will have their injuries too. I think Sam Taylor got injured. Apparently a very nasty head clash. I don't know if it was with Max King because I saw he got injured as well. Cornelio, yeah, you never know, man. We're at home again at Marvel, same time, same day. Wouldn't write us off, even despite all these injuries. But yeah, man, let's see who's up for the grind. And it kind of reminds me of last year. We're kind of in the same position, but yeah, man, this one hurts. As soon as the siren went, I was out of there like a lightning bolt because I'm just like, nah, I was pissed off. And the more I thought about it, I'm just like, all right, we've got to accept it. It was coming. We needed it. Let's move on. The whole game, man, from quarters, we were up in the first quarter because we kicked 3 late goals. I think it was 31-24. We're up by 7. Same thing, same sort of style of game in the second quarter when we're up by 8 points, I think, 50-42, I believe. I might go double check that. Yeah, we're up by 10 points, 52-42. It was level at 3-quarter time. And this is Adelaide's third quarter was very good. They were all over us. Yes, I will be watching the VFL tomorrow too. Absolutely. Because I'm curious to see who performs and who will sneak into this side. I was hoping instead of pitting it, I heard rumors that we were going to get Jackson Binns in there for his debut tonight, but that didn't happen. I was kind of gutted. But yes, as I was saying, there is a lot to look forward to as well, despite this bad loss. And third quarter was Adelaide's best quarter. I thought they were magnificent, actually. But then the last quarter started, and then we got on top of them. Akers kicked that goal. I think Charlie and Harry may have added some. But, man, got to take your chances. How many did we miss? 28 scoring shots to 20. 8 more scoring shots than we lost. Shit, man. No good. No good. And it hurts because it's Adelaide. It's like, come on, man. You know what? If we come out and beat Giants next week, I won't even care about this because I was kind of expecting to lose next week. And I hate future thinking, but I'm like, we are due for a loss. We are definitely due for a loss. I was really praying it wouldn't be tonight. But yeah, who knows, man? I think mentally we were a little bit exhausted by the end of the game as well because Adelaide just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and they didn't give up. But it shits me how easily they were scoring their goals. And we had to fight so hard for ours tonight. That was the difference. It was a major difference. But it's out of the way. The loss is out of the way and we can move forward now. And let's just hope we get some players back. Guys, if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button where that thumb is. Subscribe if you're first time here. If you're joining me from Blue Abroad, which I was just on, subscribe to the channel. And yes, absolutely, Bev, we need a rude awakening because we can't keep performing the way we are, like we were, and winning. It was bound to happen that we're going to lose. I wouldn't get too carried away in the loss. Carlton fans out there who think it's the end of the world and injuries and this and that. We will be okay. And all the mistakes we made are fixable. And I said that on Blue Abroad with Terry earlier. It's all things that we can fix. And once the boys review the game, they'll see where it went wrong. In the last quarter, I tweeted out, lads, bit of composure. But I don't think we were really that composed in that last quarter. But in saying that, simple things like having a little bit of patience, just too many things went wrong. We needed one of those things that went wrong to go right to win this game, but they were all going wrong. Umpires didn't help. Not going to blame umpires at all, but fuck, there was some dubious calls out there. I can't wait to rewatch this game and give you guys the proper review because, man, I don't know. At the game, looking at it live in person, I was just flabbergasted as to some of the free kicks that I saw. It's almost like we're getting punished for last week. And you know what? When we beat North Melbourne, the free kick count was like 34 to like 20. We had way more. I thought we got punished by the umpires the week after against Freo, minus the touched Cottrell goal, which shit happens. But the umpires were out to get us, man. I don't know if this is their narrative tonight. I could be wrong. I'll go back and watch, but man, I don't know. There was some bad calls out there. Really bad calls. But guys, don't stress. Blue Baggers will be all right. If we can get up against the Giants next week, it will all be well. I think I might head out of here tonight nice and early. I'm bloody exhausted from the game, man. It was just messing with my emotions again. And you know what? We're bound to lose a close one. We've won 7 close ones lately out of like 8 games. So one was bound to swing the opposite way. And unfortunately, it was tonight against Adelaide, a home game, which sucks. But we will bounce back. I'm confident we'll bounce back. Don't know if it'll be next week. I really don't know if we can beat Giants, but we'll see how we go. But I'm going to watch the game probably tomorrow morning, and I'll give you guys a quarter by quarter review and pick up on things that I didn't see live there. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a good sleep. And like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for all notifications, guys. I'm reviewing Carlton games live every week, and I usually drop another episode midweek. So stay tuned for that. I'm out of here. I'm out. Fuck the Crows. Let's go, Blues. Fuck everyone. I love you all. Adios. Goodbye.